So you started the call or the podcast?
Yeah, fuck.
What's wrong with this time?
Nothing.
Okay, you're like swearing.
Yeah, because my AirPods, I don't know why, but they just can never connect.
Oh yeah. Yeah. After a while, maybe it's just duty that you have an Android too. Like sometimes the connectivity can be a little off.
No, none of my Android. I'm a computer.
Oh yeah, that shit too. I've noticed that as well. Like I can get it to connect, but it takes some good hard hours.
Yeah, it's so stupid.
Alright, on today's episode of the podcast, we are going to be my Xbox.
Bro, this is gonna be the weirdest essay ever.
Are you writing it right now?
Not right now. But like the social
essays.
I was telling you about, I don't have to write it yet, but I'm like preparing. And like my notes for the first half are just like the history of it. Mm-hmm. And then the latter half is like nationalism. And then will to power. And then it's like subjugation of the other.
I don't know how the news got here.
And I had no, because desiring production.
Okay.
Because he was talking about fascism.
Yeah, that's true.
I have this little diagram of like the economic issues being like a filter, and like people are like being poured into the filter, and it's either like they're either being like put in like not a bowl, but like a container of fascism, a container of communism, or a container of apathy.
That's interesting.
The question is, how much did ideological opposition contribute to instability in the Weimar Republic? So I think I'm gonna have to, do a little bit of mental gymnastics to figure out how to make this make any sense.
I would assume so. Like, I don't know what the fuck you be on.
Slave morality.
To be honest, I've never really known what the fuck you be on.
I have this part like communism, slave morality.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to write my slave morality and the critique of modern art.
Feminist analysis. Oh yeah, someone did write a feminist analysis about the Freikorps. No, because let me walk you through this. Okay, so
I was actually just watching an analysis on American feminism.
So it's Germany, right?
Oh yes, sorry.
It's the Weimar Republic, right? Weak as fuck. Like Germany's embarrassed. The economy's shit, right? And for a while now, right?
Yeah.
We've been having, I don't know, I guess, issues between more like certain types of authoritarianism and the communists, right? Like even going back to Bismarck's days, like you see him with like welfare policies that sort of were used to, I guess, convince like the populace to sort of follow him as opposed to the communists. So like this sort of conflict has been going on for a while now, right?
Yeah. So it is a confusing state.
So after World War I, the Weimar Republic, right? Again, it's weak.
Sorry.
No, because this is going on YouTube.
Oh yeah. Get copyright strike.
Yeah, and like I'm not saying we will make money off of it, but I don't want to not be able to.
Exactly.
But maybe. But anyway, so again, these people see this weak ass government, right? This weak ass government who's getting bitched, quite honestly. Like the Treaty of Versailles and everything, right? And you have a bunch of young.
They deserve everything they want to. I'm not gonna lie.
You have a bunch of young kids who like got PTSD in the war and like are like severely emotionally stunted, right? And like back in the Napoleonic Wars, you had this thing called the Freikorps, who sort of liberated, like a lot of Germany from Napoleon, right?
Right.
So then these emotionally stunted kids, they come back, and all they know is really war, right? Like since they were, they grew up as children, but like they went to war as teens. So like that's what they are. They feel like they're still in a battle. Like this government's the enemy, the communists are the enemy, right? And femininity is their enemy, and like what they view to be femininity. So these guys are like hyper masculine. Like some sociologists wrote a whole book about it, and it's actually quite interesting. But like, and and the Nazis actually like took this, they exploited it, and like these guys were some of the precursors to the Nazis, right? And they sort of took this ideal of masculinity and they made it into the ideal man, which is basically the Ubermensch.
Yes.
And
well, they appropriated it.
Yeah, like they did, and they appropriated the will to power, and they basically just got all these people who do exhibit the will to power in. Like these Freikorps people, like they exhibit obviously the will to power, but it's like the subjugation of others, right?
And you know what's really interesting about this all?
What?
Sorry if I'm interrupting, by the way, but is that this is actually like I don't mean to make this anything misogynist, but this is actually all due to this is all responsible by a woman. A woman.
Yes. It is. Yeah. Yep. It is. But
she allowed for the Nazis to basically rewrite his work because she was a part of the party itself.
Yep. And but yeah, like I'll actually address that. But let me go a little bit further. Hold on.
Oh yeah, sure. Sorry.
So it's the will to power, right? And then, like I said, like I alluded to before, there's the economic filter and just like the issue filter. The country's kind of fucked up, right? The economy and everything else. So people, like regular people,
why they look to Hitler because he was charismatic and loud.
Regular people get radicalized, right? Like I said, the filter, you pour a bunch of people into the Nazis, pour a bunch of people into the communists, right? Pour a bunch of people into the apathy, right? How do these people come to like Hitler? Well, like you said, they're charismatic and everything else, right? But also desire and production. This is where Deleuze comes in. I was looking into this. When desire is not a lack, but a motivating force, right? And I guess the lack comes from the desire as opposed to the lack causing the desire. That leads to the will to power that we've mentioned before in the Freikorps, so that they're exhibiting desire and production, right? And that leads to microfascism. When people are like, this is the way I do things, right? Or this is the way it should be, because why is this government so weak? Why are we getting bitched like this? Why is Germany being played as a fool? Like, look at our heritage. Like, look at all the things we've created. I feel like we deserve more than this. Because, frankly, they did. They had a really rough go of it.
They had a lot of things going on, especially within the age of Enlightenment and after.
Yeah, so you have this guy, Hitler, who's super charismatic, right? And he notices this, and he's like, he takes nationalism, he's like, look at what we've created, look at all of this. This is what you deserve, and you're not getting it because of the Jews and the communists, right? And
it was already a popular stance to hate Jewish people. So.
Yeah, and because of the microfascism, which he makes okay to become public, and the subjugation of the other, everyone's like, yeah, let's fucking go. And the Freikorps, they're a military unit that backed Hitler from the start, so they had power, they had popular support, right? And the subjugation of the other becomes the communists and the Jewish, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this is the part I'm still working on, because it's like, at first I was like, I feel like the fascists are sort of having this master morality. But no, like, we have the filter. In a way, it comes down to answering one question. And that is, what is the state of power in Germany? And what should be done about it? So the people who become radicalized as communists, they say, what is the state of power in Germany? Well, the state of power in Germany is that we don't have any. And the state is taking it all. And what should we do? What should we do about it? We should all unite to take down those who have more than us. That are causing us to suffer, which is, again, slave morality, essentially, right?
And it's quite interesting because the National Socialist Party and the Nazi Party was although they were super anti-communist, they ended up having to make a whole bunch of budget cuts just due to the fact that at the end of the war, people were not surviving in that economy.
Yeah, facts.
And they almost actually became a welfare state at some time because they noticed that, well, shit, people aren't living this way. They have to live the other way.
Yeah, facts. And here's the thing: some people kind of conflate fascism and like capitalism, because when they think of right-wing politics, they think of capitalism. But they're very much not the same. It's just right-wing, but it's nothing to do with capitalism. Like,
there's a reason why the punks of the 70s and the 80s called Russia the Red Badge.
It's different. It's different mechanisms of or different designing machines that lead to capitalism. But I digress. Anyway, the Nazi, or the people that become supportive of the Nazis, they answer the question differently. What is the state of power in Germany? There is none, and that's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Germans as a whole don't have power because the Jewish people are taking it away from us. The communists don't want us to have it. The government is weak in and of itself, and everyone else outside of us is happy and just laughing at us because we don't have any power. So what should we do?
Exactly.
Well, we should kill everyone who's trying to take away the power, topple the useless government, and make ourselves into a power in Europe, right?
And then there's the whole Reichstag thing.
Yeah. So exactly. So we see two expressions of the will to power, and you could see in a way, like, I've come to this conclusion: they're both slave morality. They're both will to power, and again, desire production,
using something as an excuse to get what they want.
So, to answer the original question, how did ideological opposition contribute to instability in the Weimar Republic? Fundamentally, it did, because at the fundamental, like, most basic level of why there was so much division between the different people and why they hated the government, it was the answer to one question. Because there was also the modern answer to the question, right? Which is like, what does it say the power in Germany? Well, the government may not have as much as we want, but it'll get better. What should be done? I don't know. Democracy, increased rights, yada yada. And a lot of those people, they wanted to keep living in democracy, but most of them, because of the economy, they just didn't have the will to fight against it.
Yes.
The people who really had the will to take a stand were the communists. And at some point, they were outnumbered. They were just simply outnumbered. Yeah, at some point, they about had equal representation in the Reichstag and the streets, but at some point, the Nazis just outnumbered them. And because of everything I mentioned before. And so he toppled the Weimar Republic through legal loopholes. The Weimar Republic was flawed from the start because it just had no way to create a strong government. And you look at the history of Germany in the past 100 years, they had Bismarck. They had the Kaiser. Like, they had nothing but strong governments. And all of a sudden, the government, everything's fucked up.
Strong men, I mean, it's like the
ideal, yeah. All of a sudden, everything's fucked up, right? And it's like, well, obviously it's fucked up because Western powers and Jewish people are trying to take it away from us, and the government is too much of a pussy to do anything. Like, that's what people thought. And, like, because of all that, they're like, we need the strong government. And Hitler was talking about all this stuff, and nationalist populism works. I read this, I forget where I read this, it was doing some research, and it said something that, like, Marxism misses the mark, in a sense, that it doesn't take desiring production into its, like, it doesn't acknowledge it and use it, right? It talks about historical materialism, and it's always filtered through capital. It's always about capital, right? Which is, here's the thing, it's fair analysis, but fascist populists,
Marxism is that it's written in such a intellectual prose that to the average, like the average voter in this case, or the average citizen, they're not going to. At that time, education was not doing too well. And they were mostly just angry and didn't want to read a fucking book.
Yeah, and even if they did, like, again, it doesn't speak to desire and production. Like, it's not about desire. It's not about what they want. It's just about, oh, we have the state's fucked up with all this capital and whatever else. Like, but the others are like, no, you're being fucked over. We have to fix this. We can all do it. We can get together and we can make Germany like what it's supposed to be again. Like everyone just, I don't know, like they were able to emotionally manipulate them in a way that the communists just couldn't. And I think that's why it went out in the end. So once again, to answer the question, to what extent was the Weimar Republic instability caused by ideological opposition? Well, to a great and fundamental extent. So this is what I'm saying. Now you know what shit I'm on.
Well, it's a really good essay. I like how I'm kind of just here to fact check it all. But obviously I've had no issues with it.
Yeah, like, the thing about it is, I'm trying to figure out how to make it an essay.
Being a German has always been very interesting to me. Just like the state of the average German mindset. Because, there is still this fond, this fond neediness to or neediness to appreciate the good history, but there's so much of the bad history that it really overwhelms. And
yeah,
it's really it's hard to be like, oh, we had Beethoven, and then be like, oh shit, I sound like a Nazi.
Yeah, because that's what the Nazis did. They just reminded everyone of the part of history. They just used it in such a way that it's been tainted, which sucks, but it's just the way it is.
It is what it is, but it's interesting when you look at German culture now, because it is very much like this, we have been this type of nation within the Age of Enlightenment and so much else, but at the same time we're this horrible person that's the bad guy all the time, and we can't deny that because we are the bad guy.
Yeah, like,
there's nothing else you can say about it. Like, in those cases, we are the definite bad guy.
Oh, for sure.
It's like what basically what the old American idealism has been compared to now is basically just like the state of what Germans have felt all the time ever since 1960.
Yeah,
it's just like, oh well, I am the bad guy, and it's being exposed to me my whole life. And some people take it better than others.
Yeah, it's been cooked into.
It's like there's like a giant movement in the United States where it's like, reclaim everything, right?
Yeah.
But in Germany, it's not as popular because, you can't do that.
I don't know. It's really interesting, but like my main trouble right now is just like fitting it into the AP essay.
Yeah.
Because it's like, is this all one point? And if it's not, like, how am I supposed to fit this into 2 or 3? Like, because ideally it's the whole essay.
Yes.
But that's not the format, which kind of sucks. I kind of want to talk to my teacher about it.
Mr. Robinson.
Yeah.
There's a Mrs. Robinson out there.
I actually like about it. I don't know. Like, the more I think about it, the more he's a goat.
No, Mr. Robinson is overrated from what I've heard. I feel like from first impression, he's
yeah.
He's a little weird, but then again, he's just like an old fuck.
Yeah, that's really what he is. He's just old.
It's like my dad.
He's just Canadian and old.
Yeah, it's like my dad.
Yep, Canadian and old from the prairies.
My dad seemed weird sometimes, but he be speaking some shit.
Yeah, and it's just like, there's something there. Not everything is obviously right, but who is right all the time? Nobody.
Exactly. I feel like it just comes with the territory. You just have to. I feel like, especially now, and I guess we haven't lived in an age before this, but I feel like now it's just like you gotta fact check everybody. You gotta make sure everybody's not trolling.
Yeah, saying some trolling shit, which makes sense as to why my essay at first glance doesn't make sense.
Oh fuck.
Here's the thing: it needs a lot more research. It needs a lot of polishing. I need to make it make sense. Because right now, like, it makes sense, but it's like, how am I supposed to explain this in class essay?
Fuck, this is hard. My desk is kind of small.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to wire my Xbox right now.
Yes.
And I'm just trying to tell from my PC, like, which one is the HDMI cable and which one is the display. Because I have to see, like, the full backside of my computer with, like, the labels. I would have to literally just, like, put my computer on my bed, and I don't want to do that because it's a fragile screen.
Oh, yeah.
Or I guess the screen itself.
Oh, no, I'm just looking at this mission. Because, you know how The Witcher there's the choices, right?
Yeah.
Right now it's like, fuck, how do I get the choice where I have sex with this person?
It's like Fallout. Isn't it a Bethesda game?
No, it's CD Projekt Red.
Okay. So it's the HDMI cord? It don't say anywhere on it. Yay. But I think it is the HDMI cable because it doesn't have clips.
But the substances you wanted.
Now I just have to find it with my fingers, so wish me luck, and that I don't die from electrocution.
Let R equal X is not an element of X. Then R is an element of R implies that R is not an element of R.
Mr. Young's favorite saying, I swear to God, has always been an element of the reals.
Well, I mean, that's just like proper math.
No, I know, but it's just she says it like so. Like I love Mr. Young. He helped me out a lot in grade 10 math, even though I failed it once. But she was like, the main reason why I did well on my second go, I did really well, is because of her. It's not because of no offense to whatever the fuck his name is, but Mr. whatever. I should know this. He was one of those Twin Team timers. Anyways, she was just helpful and she kept me positive. Which, as someone who's always been, I figured it out, let's go. Someone who's always been like a troubled student, like, that's really good.
That makes sense. Wait, did you mean foresight?
Sorry?
Did you mean foresight?
No.
Okay.
No, I never had foresight.
Lyons? Edgar? Gallagher?
Lyons, yeah. Lyons. Lyons is interesting.
Lyons is a guy.
Lyons? I like Mr. Lyons. He's fun, but
he's quite smart.
The thing with Mr. Lyons versus Mr. Young is, like, in Mr. Young's class, you can go through without learning anything, but she'll still, like, keep you in it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because she's just not that, she's not strict, which is a nice thing about her, but it's also a bad thing about her. And Mr. Lyons is really helpful with math.
I don't know how to feel about foresight with math. Like, it's interesting.
Don't you have them?
What?
Don't you have them?
Yeah, but I have no idea what to think.
It's I'm slowly approaching that with Mr. Sperling.
Like, oh my god, he's an enigma.
Mr. Sperling is an enigma. Like, when Miss Perry said that, like, he bruised his own beard, I was like, what? Like, how could he go, like, forever without mentioning that?
Bro, I don't know, like, I'm kind of excited to get back to psychology to say some weird shit.
I am too, but I feel like it might be online.
Yeah, maybe. I want to get
That
into an
would-
argument. I mean, we can still do it. I want to get into an argument about Justin Bieber.
In what sense?
I want to go on like a whole rant about like it making no sense that people feel the need to hate on him.
You know what? That's true. I can agree with that. Although, like, whatever the fuck that song was called was ass. I don't feel like I have to hate him.
Yeah, like I really see no issue with it.
If anything, like, respect to him for, like, holding his ground and, like, trying to keep his worth during that whole thing.
I agree, you know.
Like, it didn't work, but at least he tried.
Fact.
And,
And you know,
what does that say about you if you're an artist who just stops trying to make records and selling?
Fact. I agree. Oh fuck! I'm gonna lose this race so bad.
You're racing in the Witcher?
Yeah, a horse race, and I kind of fucked up. Jesus.
Oh yeah, that was my plan to like actually do something in Red Dead.
I'm doing a mission right now. I guess I'm not gonna get extra $50, which kind of sucks because I'm kind of broke.
I made a bunch of money and spent it all at the general store. I needed some food. I think I took it back though. I don't remember. I usually the store owner. You know what's interesting about the NPCs in I don't know if it's the same for The Witcher, but they recognize you like based on your honor level, and especially store owners.
Yeah.
They recognize you based on your past actions. It's not like GTA where like when you come in the store and they immediately antagonize you.
Yeah.
In Red Dead, they can be like, "Hey, how's your day?" But if you rob their store one day, they'll be like, "I got my eye on you," and they'll have like their face eaten up because you shot them in the head.
Yeah.
I like those details.
Yeah. It's good vibes. Here, it's not quite like that.
It
But,
really
like-
just makes the game more. It honestly makes the game more addictive in most cases, to be honest.
Yeah. I mean,
Because it makes it so interactive to the point where you have like a relationship with NPCs.
yeah. Here you do as well, but it's like characters. It's not regular ones.
Yeah, like you do have relationships with characters too, but NPCs as well. It's kind of it's interesting. I kept putting my password in on Xbox as Interact.
Oh yeah, interact.
Yeah, because you're talking about how interactive the NPCs are. Damn, I'm like leaning the way I got my Xbox off my fucking computer screen now.
For your monitor. I have a really
I
shitty
should clean my monitor. What were you gonna say?
I have a really shitty monitor.
You know what? I have a lot of respect for you sometimes. You just be making the best out of what you got a lot of the time. And it's like, you could definitely upgrade. It's not like you're poor.
But I mean, just this is not.
You just take it to a different meaning of like, I don't need it. And truthfully, you never do, so it's not like you're wrong. I love video games.
Games are good. Sorry, I'm just trying to not fuck up the scene.
You know, I love video games specifically at this like time frame. Just like playing video games in the winter is such a nice vibe. I don't know why.
It is. You're not being inside.
Like, I don't like playing video games in the summer at all.
Yeah, because it's better to be outside.
Even like when it's nighttime, like I don't want to like go on my system. It's just like, I can leave it for later, you know?
Yeah.
Like maybe that means my shit isn't getting as much use as it's supposed to, but I don't mind that. That's a good flavor of the phone. I don't know what it is, but that shit's yellow.
Wait, what flavor?
One thing I will, my lip balm, I don't know what flavor it is, but it'd be yellow. Honestly, I'm most excited for the Kraftwerk record I got. Because with Sonic Youth, like, it's more familiar to me, and it's in a rock format as well, so it's like even more familiar to me. Whereas Kraftwerk is like early electronic, so it'll be interesting.
Yeah, it's totally different.
Yeah. It's different from EDM as a whole, especially now, despite it being like one of the major influences of what it's became.
Sonic Youth is interesting. Low-key, I feel like it's overrated. But, like,
Yeah,
I do like it.
I think their following is a little too preachy. Like, bitches claim they invented shoegaze.
Yeah, facts.
But, like, they're not shoegaze at all because I've never heard a euphoric Sonic Youth song.
Yeah, it's its own thing. Like,
it's just
I like it.
Classic noise rock.
But it's like, I don't know. Like, they put them on a pedestal.
Respect that there's some more and the whole band. I don't know any other names. Respect to them, but like at the same time, shit, I mean, Daughters did it better.
Spend the money, they're the same.
I could have gotten a Daughters record, that'd be cool.
Oh, Daughters? Like, yeah.
They're a whole nother level of noise rock. Not even like in a pretentious way, they're just like
It just
different
is
level
different.
of-
Yeah.
They're just darker.
Yeah, there's really nothing to link it at all. Really.
You know what's super interesting about noise rock?
What?
Is that like noise rock can be like Sonic Youth or the Velvet Underground.
Yeah. Velvet Underground is weird. Bro, I swear to you know how much I'm waiting for The Man?
Yeah.
I swear to God, that's a Mandela effect thing. I always remembered it being I'm waiting for My Man.
Oh, yeah, I always thought it was My Man too.
But it's The Man, and that always bothers me. Yeah, like maybe the lyrics, but also like the title. Like every time you see it on the disc, it's The Man. But no, I remember it's My Man.
You know what's interesting about that song?
What?
$26. Why is it so specific?
He probably wrote it when he got home.
Yeah, legitimately, he probably did.
That's just how he be.
Can we ask Lou Reed?
Lou Reed, where'd he
It's
at?
funny how there's like a day in New York dedicated to Lou Reed and it's just to do Tai Chi.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, there's like I forget if it's on his birthday or not, but they go out, I don't know, like some sort of park, and they do Tai Chi with a guide.
People always doing the moves.
I mean, I guess he did Tai Chi.
You know, YB.
With NBA boy.
Pong Wong? What was the stuff we were talking about yesterday? Zong Boys? Or what was this?
What the fuck are you talking about?
Pow Boys.
Cowboys.
Not Zong Wong.
You just said some racist shit.
No.
I thought you was like legitimately like trying to like speak in a fucking mainland Asia country language.
Mainland Asia country language?
Yeah, that was a horrible sentence.
R/brand new sentence. Oh, my man.
At least $2 in my hand.
At least best 9-backer in the league.
I remember you saying that like legitimately pissed you off.
Here's the thing, it was funny like the first couple times.
Liam has two moods, like oh yeah, and like just continuing with the joke for the whole call.
Yeah. Like, one thing is the variety in like saying like different countries, right? Like average whatever in some country.
But that's
a
more
whole different
of an
thing.
inside joke.
Yeah.
The other one was just between me and him, and it got to a point where it was just him.
Yeah, a different thing is why can I not examine this?
No diss to Liam, though. He's awesome. He picked up the phone.
Oh fuck. You let freedom ring but didn't pick up the phone. Did you ever see that one?
What is that again? Sorry.
Frederick Douglass versus
Second I heard Frederick Douglass
versus Thomas Jefferson. And the words I used were hideous plot to describe the slave trade and the pain it hath brought.
You know, I understand how Liam installed the side missions in Red Dead Redemption 2 because playing it on my PC, right?
Yeah.
There's no sound, and all these like side quests require like you have to like hear them call out to you on the street. I can't hear them.
Oh yeah. G.H. Hardy.
I guess I could turn on subtitles.
Why can I not examine this?
Oh yeah, that fucking movie, The Power of the Dog. That shit was good.
Indubitably. Hold up, I need to. There we go. I found the shrine! Bro. Shrine and where?
Liam and I used to play like Red Dead. Bro, before we did group, you know what's really weird?
What?
Shit, when it comes to gaming with friends, shit has went from just me and Liam to you joining in as well a bit later on, to everyone joining in, to just me and you.
Yeah. Right now it's because of Discord, but I mean, shit.
Well, I mean, they haven't been responding to group like the Google Duo as much either.
He's with Mario. Ference, I mean.
Ference? Hate when his dumbass does this.
Supposedly Mario called him. Which is kind of funny.
That's kind of weird. That should seem obsessive.
I agree.
I hope Farron's okay right now. I never knew how to feel about Mario to begin with, but I don't know, the lore intensifies.
Mario's weird. He's a big 6ix9ine fan.
Fuck,
He's kind of
I'll
weird.
never listen to 6ix9ine ever again.
I only like Billy. And I would never like
Gummo.
Gummo's okay.
Gummo just has like a weird nostalgia with me.
Whole squad full of fucking killers. I'm a killer too. Sending shots. And everybody going pop. The big go and like the dogs in the video.
What's that 6ix9ine song? Fetty Wap?
I'm not sure. Fetty Wap? Did he make one?
Yeah, there is one. It's really fucking good. Specifically Fetty Wap's part.
Oh, yeah, Kiki, yeah. Yeah, it's
Always have like the worst names. 6ix9ine songs are literally like the same shit as what you name your beats.
Yeah. Shrej.
Just in all caps.
Tagalatuga.
When is he gonna make Duso?
Duzo.
Duso.
That was the weirdest shit ever.
Bro, the fucking like the breathing in the background.
And then it's like the rhythm so on, it's like Dujo. I hope whoever made that, they're doing just fine.
Remember like the breathing?
Yeah.
The background was like so overwhelming and piercing.
What's your opinion on D'Angelo?
I like D'Angelo.
He's a good R&B artist. I like him.
I agree.
He's in the R&B community. He's well known, but I feel like people don't talk about him no more.
You know what's really interesting?
What?
Like, how can I explain this? There's within people who are just general music fans, I feel like there's a lot who like legitimately aren't rap fans, or like they only listen to like MF Doom.
Wait, say that again? I wasn't listening. Well, like I was, but like I didn't really like.
When it comes to like people who say they like all music genres and they legitimately do, I feel like there's a particular group of them that's fairly popular that when it comes to rap and R&B, the only shit they listen to is like MF Doom and Common.
Yeah. Oh man.
Even Common, it's just like MF Doom and Death Grips. It's literally just the top store core.
I used to be pretty good friends with this guy that was like he wasn't like the biggest page, but he had like one of those pages with like 1,000 followers.
Oh yeah.
That like post about music and shit, and it's like, they have like people listen to their opinion and stuff. Like he was this Cuban guy who was kind of depressed, and we talk about music and stuff. And like, I don't know, like I was kind of in like the Instagram rap. I was in the Instagram music community, like Damn Straight Reviews.
Yeah.
Which is a weird account. Some of them, those takes, God. But some of them, I still stand by. I still stand by Master of Reality being a 6.
Fair enough. I mean, I agree.
MTV 1987. Oh my god, that record is good. I haven't listened to it in so long.
Freddie Gibbs?
No, Kevin Abstract.
Oh, yes.
His solo shit. Reasonable Doubt's so good. Fall Out Boy Mania.
1987 is Alfredo.
Yeah. I used to like that album.
Alfredo?
Mania by Fall Out Boy.
Oh, yeah. It's a good
I don't know. Like, it's like their shitty like pop stuff, but like it's not like pop punk no more. It's like actual pop. I don't know. Like I feel like it was good, and people like I get why people didn't like it, but like I actually enjoyed it. AM by Arctic Monkeys.
I actually like Fall Out Boy more as a pop group than an emo rock group.
Yeah, you know, Arctic Monkeys, the AM.
Overrated as hell. Not AM, but overrated as hell. Arctic Monkeys.
I gave it an 8.5, which
How do you
I
feel
feel
about
like
that?
I don't know. I would lower it, but the top tracks I still really like. Do I want to know Are You My Arbella? I Want to Be Yours. I remember people really like Why You Always Call Me When You're High, which is okay, but I don't like that song that much. I Want to Be Yours is really good. And Arctic Monkeys is overrated, but there are. But the further you go back, I don't know. I actually didn't like their second album that much. Fluorescent Adolescent's good. Brian Storm, like that's the best one. And their first album's the best, but I never actually listened to what's the fucking space album called? Metro Base Hotel Casino, whatever the fuck. You know the one.
Couldn't remember the name because it's fucking long as hell.
Hotel Trinity Base, some shit, like something stupid. But
I really don't even like. I have a lot of trouble with pop post punk, or I guess post punk revival.
How come?
Because I feel like a lot of it is just centered around the Arctic Monkeys.
Yeah.
And same with like also shoegaze revival too, right? I have trouble with it too because like I don't really like Beach House.
Oh, you don't like Beach House?
Not that much. I feel like it's in a very pop format, and when I don't hate pop by any means. I listen to a lot of pop. When I like pop, I like super radio pop. You know what I mean?
Yeah. To be honest, I don't like Beach House that much either.
This is what I mean. Like I like when it comes to shoegaze and shit and dream pop. I like that shit that sounds very mixed.
I remember the day I got my third vaccine.
Your second?
Yeah, my second.
I thought you said third for a second.
I did say third, but no, I meant second.
Yeah, we don't have those yet.
Yeah, but when I got my second, I remember listening to whatever album they had with the red cover.
Oh yeah. You had a whole phase of like just listening to albums fully.
Yeah. It was interesting.
Good days though, like there was some good albums that we listened to together.
I agree.
There was also some really funny ones.
I remember that Japanese jazz one.
Yeah.
That one was kind of sick.
Damn, I'm like fighting in the canyon.
The best you ever had was just a memory. This that they
Sorry.
Years together than your fish nights. Now you're only together than your night drive. Landed in the very common crisis.
You made me like appreciate the Strokes like I have a lot.
Yeah, the Strokes are good. But their new album's good. But fuck, like that Japanese
Their new album is underrated.
It is. Brooklyn Bridge to Chorus goes so hard.
Same.
But
sorry, I agree.
Oh my god, what's that Japanese song? The album, fuck.
Mew Mew?
No, it was like weird jazz. We listened to it playing GTA. We should play GTA.
Right now?
No.
Alright.
Like, with like Liam and shit.
We should play like some anniversary runs.
Yeah, like we were playing. What was the one where you're on bikes?
Like the Tron one,
Yeah.
Overtime.
That's not Overtime. Overtime is the car parachute.
Oh, fuck. Okay. We play a lot.
It's like
we play like 3 in specific.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. Deadline, yeah. The best you ever had.
But to be honest, those are like the best ones.
They are. Overtime goes hard. Well,
I remember we played like this gang war one. That one sucked.
Which one of them?
It was like you would like have to. It was like stay alive in this place.
Oh, that one, yeah. Yeah, that one was bad. Oh, I enjoyed the one that was like. The one that was like the one that was like fuck. What was it like? It was
Imagine
like,
if you were in a world where you could just play memory.
No. It was oh yeah, the one where it was like you had to like grab the package and like score.
Oh, you know which one was like really fun for only me and Ian?
What?
The VIP one.
Oh yeah.
Because we were like Fox.
Yeah, that one kind of sucked.
Yeah, because we kept winning.
Yeah, and it's like you guys deserve to win, obviously, but it's like damn. Like I also just don't like the ones where it's just fighting that much.
I mean, you could say the same for like Deadline, but I know what you mean.
Here's the thing, I'm not that good at Deadline. And I like it at times, but it gets boring.
It does get boring. It's kind of, you know what it reminds me of?
What?
When you like, I don't know if this has ever happened to you, but sometimes when you're driving, there's just no one on the road but like a couple people, and you have some music playing, and it's like not that far of a distance, but it's like 20-15 minute drive home. And it's just like hypnotizing how boring it is sometimes.
Yeah, like sleepy.
It's like the fucking lights become like I don't know, they just become into your central nervous system at that point.
No, like
I guess
in that game, when I kind of just stopped caring, I just like end up driving everywhere and like talking, and then I'm almost just like holding the trigger, like accelerating, but I'm not really playing. You know, like I keep crashing into shit and stuff because it's like it just gets boring. And I feel like GTA is best when you balance adversary. and actual gameplay. I don't always want to play adversary.
But the issue is that like you can't even play business like at all.
Yeah, Destiny T-Type was the best.
Yeah, it was like. I mean, I get that they want to make a competitive environment where like everybody has the same chances, but there's so many people because Rockstar has made GTA Online basically pay to win if you're not doing adversaries. It's impossible.
Yeah.
Like if you're just trying to play the game and have some fun, it's hard.
Facts. And they make so much money off of it, so like I understand why they don't change it, but it sucks.
It's like, damn, can we just have our own world?
Yeah, because there's really no reason why you should be like forced to play with people you don't want to play with.
Exactly, and even if you get put into a small server or your game drops, like your shit is filled in the next 30 seconds.
Fact. Except like sometimes for some reason it just isn't. It's weird.
Yeah.
Very
obscure. That always, it's like takes a whole month of playing GTA Online for that to happen once.
Yeah.
It's like a reward.
It's like one of those lost, like, I don't know, Rocket League game making. Like, sometimes you get stuck in, like, the training lobby. Just indefinitely.
That shit's stupid.
It's weird. Like, it's kind of fun at first. I think it's boring, but it's weird how, like, there's just certain games that just, like, get locked. You just don't get your fish. Mind the very coming close.
I guess I should head back to camp. Yeah. How much money do I got? I got $75. Yeah.
In my back pocket.
$75 in my hand.
Oh, waiting for that.
I swear to God it is. I'm waiting for my man.
Yeah, like. Oh, nah, that's the farthest thing from my mind.
Does this guy want to race? How much money are you asking for, sir?
Imagine being Mario. Bro, imagine being Matthew.
Who?
We talked about this like a couple of days ago, like the Filipino one. I want to say his last name. I'll
do Caro. That's probably a real person.
Well, yeah, him. Like, just imagine being him. Like, just with his. Have you ever talked to him?
No. We've always just known each other because we went to the same school. Never talked to him. He used to be kind of passive aggressive to me.
Like, without talking.
Yeah, it's just like he's always been super popular. So at times I feel like I don't know. He's a nice dude. Like I don't know how the fuck he won Best Dressed at Bimmy, but he did.
Hey, I mean, it's also Vimy, not the paragon of fashion.
I was a fucking hype beast and I was dressing better than his ass.
Bro, like Supreme.
Yeah, like shit like that.
Your New York face was the weirdest shit ever. Your New York face was the weirdest shit ever.
I don't know why I like New York so much. I would hate to live there.
Facts. And you were like a Giants fan for like a month.
Yeah. It was in the early days.
That was so weird. There's nothing they see but love. Oh my god! Like, what's his friend's name?
I don't know. I never met the dude.
But he's always
Yeah,
with
seen
him,
him.
and they're just like sitting or like talking. But like when they're at their spare, they never
I
talk.
guess that's what people do.
They only talk in like class. It's weird. Like when they have free time, they're just sitting beside each other. When it's class and you're supposed to be working, they're actually talking. I wonder if he gets good grades.
I feel like he's a good student, I think.
Oh shit, should I check the honors list?
No, we said his full name. Or at least I did.
Yeah, I can tweak that. His name's Matty Ice, guys. But yeah, let me look at this shit.
That dude gave me no money.
Do you have
He's a
this?
fucking eagle. Let me study the eagle. The eagle. I mean, you know what's really weird to me?
What?
That like Liam introduced me to like that whole SRB community, and somehow I became more part of it than him.
Is he still?
And I wasn't even like catering to them. Like they just like gravitated towards me.
Why do you think that is?
I think you know, to some extent, I think it's because like, whereas Lean Too Funny is more just like they just straight up a shitpost account, mine is like a little more personalized.
And you think?
You know what I mean? Like there's something to be attracted to there.
Yeah. I see what you're saying.
Like I like Lean's fun. I like Lean's meme account, but I find that like because I've been doing it for so long, I always just like kind of add a personal touch to whatever I'm posting, and most of the things I post are OCs.
He's not distinction.
No,
He was
he's just on.
Bro, how did you not get honors? Your name is right below his.
I don't know. It's kind of stupid.
Like I'm looking at the list. Like your name is literally right below.
Yeah, I know it was on that. I said that to them. Sorry, we're just giving you merit this year, and they gave me the medal as like some sort of sympathy trophy.
Didn't everyone get the medal?
No, I think only honors did.
No.
Merit did not.
Lean got merit.
Yeah.
Dude, everyone at this school gets awards. Like, okay, am I gonna say that nobody deserves it? No. But like, listen, I'm not here to judge, right?
I'm gonna just say this now. I'm happy I got merit. I guess something to appreciate it.
Hey, there's some people on the merit list, and I'm like, are these people really deserving of academic recognition?
Well, here's
like
the thing
knowing them, like here's the thing, like it's a good grade, but like 75, like is that really like?
Here's the thing, like you can award like there's more people who are deserving of a merit award than the others, like whether they took them a while and worked hard and whatever the fuck else, right?
Yeah.
But like, here's the thing: if you don't give it to the people who just like aren't very good characters within the school and don't have a good energy within the school, or at least like anything of valuable asset to the school, the people that got 75 and weren't on that list, who are those people, are going to complain.
Yeah, but like I don't know, I just feel like 75 is like a low cutoff. But my main issue is so many people get honors.
Well,
I feel like because it's kind of easy to get. Oh yeah, Belmas did get honors. I see it on here. Wow.
I know what you're saying, and
Just
I agree.
So many people get it. It's good, but it's also part of Skona's scheme. They kind of inflate their numbers a little bit, but that's just me.
The school kind of has an interesting relationship with me.
Yeah.
I've always felt this way. The thing is that I've never been anti-school necessarily, but it's always just I'm kind of anti the whole, Lucas, you and Lucas were talking, or I guess you, Lucas, and I were talking about the whole spirit thing. And just how, we're not a part of it, and we don't want to be necessarily a part of it, at least not in that way.
Yeah.
And I've always been like that. I really did not like leadership class because it was really just like a giant fucking virtue signal of a class.
Yeah.
And I was upfront about it from the very beginning. I never felt motivated in that class, and no offense to the teachers, but it has always been super subjective marking when it came to actual written assignments in there. Because if whenever I had to write something in that class that wasn't word for word what I was basically, you weren't even taught, you were just spoken to, and it was all opinion. And if you didn't write that, you would get a 6A on every written assignment.
What was it like? What stuff would they say?
Well, I really disliked that because obviously in projects that are based upon opinion but are marked whether you match the opinion of the teacher, I was very open with my disliking of that. I talked to my teachers because I believe people who are bad students who don't talk to their teachers are fucking stupid.
Yeah.
I'm a bad student who talks to their teachers because I want to do well, but sometimes I don't. I'm not a bad student necessarily, but I'm an off-and-on student. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I always talk to my teachers to see what I'm doing wrong. With him, it was fucking stupid, because every time I came, I'd be like, hey, why did I get 70 on this? I wrote my opinion, I wrote it thoroughly. There's not even grammar imperfections on this. What could you have marked me wrong on? And it's always just well, you didn't quite say what I talked about. Yeah, I know, but it's an opinion project. I don't give a fuck. Listen, I value your opinion, but it is not my opinion.
But what was the stuff that he told you to write?
It was just a bunch of like I said, the whole class was a virtue signal of the class.
Yeah.
So it's just listen, I'm all for helping the community. I do it for the most part, almost weekly at least. I'm not doing it daily, obviously, because I got shit to do. But I'm always within whatever communities I am in. I'm always trying to help them out whenever I can, right?
Yeah.
I would consider myself a generous person, but I guess that is up to who is receiving, who can decide that. But that's for another point. Anyways, the thing is that I didn't feel the need to have to express that I am this generous person and that everybody must be generous, and that generosity, and I'm using generosity as a signal word here because I don't know what the fuck else to use, is this is the school's meaning. Well, no, it isn't. It's just a cover-up of how fucking pretentious the school is a lot of the time.
Yeah.
And also the fact that you have to constantly praise yourself upon what you do. Like we said, it's just a whole white savior-ass fucking scheme.
It is. It really, truly is.
And it has always felt that way to me. And I've always had mixed feelings about it, because I like giving to people, I like giving back to whatever community I'm within, but I don't like it if it's just to be put on a pedestal. I don't want it. If I'm being generous, when I give to charity and fuck whatever, I'm walking through the mall or some shit, and they ask me to put my name down, I don't. I don't want my name to be on there. I want people to contribute equally. I don't want people to be praised for giving. I want it to be normal.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do.
And that's basically the whole school's fucking scheme, is to be praised for doing shit. No, you shouldn't be praised. It should be normal. If you want to encourage people to be good people, don't make them pretentious about it.
I agree. I very much do. Oh man, this is gonna be a close round of points.
This is an interesting podcast.
It is. I'm kind of sad last week's. Not last week's. Yesterday's podcast didn't work. Watch this one, not work either. I tested it. It should work.
So I was like, I didn't want to respond to the text. I was like, yeah.
You know, we out here praying sometimes.
Skona. Listen, I don't hate Skona as the school itself. I hate Skona as the school they try to be.
I can feel that.
When you say hate, it's just a distaste.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, because it's like, it's really just socially liberal, fiscally conservative. If it was a school.
What could I ever have dated Norfolk?
Second time.
Every time I think about that, it's just like, yeah, that shit would have not worked out. Like, I'm not as cynical as I used to be, but I'm still cynical about certain things.
Yeah. Hey, it would have been interesting.
It's also because I don't see a lot of progressivism going anywhere, because it never does.
Please don't play any card that has 8. Okay, I won.
But you know what I mean, right? It's just like, here's the thing. I went from a place of this doesn't matter, don't do it, to do it. I don't give a fuck. It didn't change nothing.
I agree. Like,
it's a different place of cynical behavior. It's a more positive place of cynical behavior and attitude. However, it is still cynical nonetheless.
My dad and I were making fun of people who like sign petitions. Like, we've talked about it before.
Mm-hmm.
They just like sign petitions and they're like, "Oh, I did the right thing."
My dad and I talk about this all the time.
Anyway, though, I'm gonna end the podcast here because I kind of gotta leave.
Oh, really? Oh shit, that's all good.